Hey Taurus, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your general reading for the second half of November, 15th to the 30th. Please keep in mind general readings are only meant for some, maybe not for everybody, so just take what resonates. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set up a personal reading. And thank you Taurus for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, contributions, donations, all that stuff that everybody supports the channel. I appreciate. There's also the new hype button, which helps us smaller channels grow. So if you see that and you feel like supporting, hit the hype button. It's free. Okay, Taurus, what's the message for Taurus? Second half of November, 15th to the 30th. Let's take a look here. I'm hearing, this is like a fresh new start. Page of Swords, the Fool, the Emperor. Wow. Feel like you're in a very, it's like this path that you're on here, Taurus, it's empowering for you. You're sort of saying, I feel like that Page of Swords, you know, it can be online, but what he's really doing is looking into things and researching. When we go online and we research, we look at a thing, it's because we want to fine tune. We want to narrow in and focus in. If we're shopping or finding something or looking up something, it's like, because you want to make the perfect decision. You want to make an informed decision. You want this situation to work out for you. And I feel like the Fool with the Emperor is saying, like, Taurus is taking a very take the bull by the horns, charged approach in this new beginning, in this new thing that your fresh start is what I'm getting. And it's towards your growth. It's towards your abundance. It's towards good things that you're now implementing maybe. You know, it's kind of like if somebody is starting a brand new job, it's a fresh start, and they're saying, you know what, this time around, I know how I'm going to make my business work, or I know how I'm going to make money, or I know what I'm doing here. There's a sense of that feeling. I wouldn't be surprised. The Devil, okay? I think that's the thing, is that you're confronting, you know, the Emperor. You're not going to do things foolishly. I want to see why that came out. Could be Capricorn energy, which again, Capricorns climb up that mountain. They're the goat, right? They're determined to do things in a very strategic, step-by-step way. They don't want to be interfered with. What's the Devil here? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, you've already, Taurus, there's a thing here, like, I think you've already learned, or you've paid the price, or you're sort of like, no more pain, okay? Whether or not some of you, that could be part of this fresh start, this new beginning, this leap of faith into something where I feel like the Emperor gained his strength here. You've gained a lot of strength by going through Ten of Swords, Devil energy. Whatever, you know, created or caused a lot of pain in your life, a lot of difficulty, maybe addictions, for instance, with that Devil card can represent addictions. Ten of Swords being like, did I ever learn my lesson? Or that addiction could have took me out. And what you're doing is you're saying, no, I've healed from that. I'm looking into a different path for myself, and I'm coming out an Emperor. I'm coming out stronger, bigger, better, more informed, more aware. You're sort of knowing what to do here. So I feel like some of you have maybe learned some valuable lessons where you've already had, maybe some of you have gone through a bit of a rock bottom moment, a painful ending, maybe some addiction energy there, whether that's with you or people around you, and you're sort of saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not gonna allow that. I want more for myself. Emperor, you're taking life seriously here, but at the same time, with the Fool, excuse me, you're also enjoying this new path. You're looking into something, or you're feeling something with a bit more of a maybe experimental in a healthy way or exploratory way. I want to just clarify that page. Just one sec here. Just curious. What's this Page of Swords? Because that was your first card. Page of Swords for Taurus. the Five of Wands. Okay. And one more. I feel like you're preparing the Three of Pentacles. It's like, if I'm going to build this new life, or if I'm going to build this new path, or when you're doing any of this, looking into things, researching potentially, you're sort of saying, what are some of the pros and cons? What are the challenges? What are some of the things that I need to be prepared for in this battle that I'm going into, or in this, because the Three of Pentacles is saying, I'm going to learn how to build or even cooperate with difficult challenges or situations or people that may come on your path. So let's say you're, let's say you're moving, for instance, and you're like, well, let me just look into this neighborhood. Let me just see, like, what are the challenges? Is there transit? Is there flood issues? Are there, like, are there sound issues? Is there crime? Like, you're looking into something here saying, what are some of the challenges of this new thing that you're doing, this decision that you're making? And you're sort of saying, okay, how can I work around that? Or how can I constructively build upon the challenges or the conflicts that are ahead of you? So I feel like you're looking ahead. That's a thing. Again, that whole analogy of online is like, you've already done your research on something, or you're looking into something here to prepare yourself for what may lie ahead. I think you're understanding what you can work with here. Okay, you're understanding what are some of the challenges in something that you maybe have never experienced or gone to. It could be like in the Three of Pentacles, a little bit of starting to invest some money, for instance, and he's sort of saying, okay, well, what are my challenges? What do I want? What am I going to be faced with come the future for his retirement or his his money needs, his requirement needs? So what are the challenges, and how are you going to overcome, these difficulties or these investments or things that you're sort of, building through, because your risk assessment kind of thing. Is there any healing advice there? Let me just see out for Taurus. The Empress. You have Empress and Emperor here, the Empress. Always remember your self-worth in this card here. The Empress is a lot of beauty and creation and, the healing, the deeper meaning to something. So I feel like maybe there's a bit more of a deeper meaning to your life, your path, what you're deciding to birth, this new creation, this new beginning. And also always keep your self-worth in mind here, Taurus. Because some of you, when I see that Devil and Ten of Swords, again, the Emperor, very high self-worth, very strong energy, saying, I'm not going to allow myself to be diminished or to be affected negatively. I'm going to look a little deeper. I'm going to be prepared and understand that Taurus has to, you're coming from a place, there's a little bit of purification there as well, I feel like. Empress, the healing from that devil. So your guidance or your advice is continue on your healing journey here, continuously creating and birthing new things for yourself, coming from that place of value and self-worth. It might actually say here for some of you, Taurus, if you're single, potentially, is prepare for partnership. Emperor with the Empress. There could be a thing here that's saying, the more work that you do, Three of Pentacles, the more work that you do on yourself, the more you get, closer in touch with you, your path, your self-worth. It's what might align you with a new beginning here with the Fool and the Emperor. This might align you with really, some of you may have had unhealthy past partnerships, maybe never felt ready or prepared for relationships. Just saying that it might be opening up for, again, the birth of a new beginning with somebody, because you have the strongest couples, if you want, you know, Emperor, Empress. Okay, let's take a look here. Anything else? What's going on? Queen of Swords. There's that decision around commitment, guys. There you are. Hierophant, the Taurus. Or the Hierophant, Taurus. You're getting very clear here, Taurus, on the path that you're leading. I think a lot of you are it's like discerning. You're very certain about who and what you commit to. It's like you're cleaning out, you know, it's spring cleaning feeling here, where it's like this person, place, situation is not nurturing or taking care of your foundation. Are they weakening you? Are they weakening your house, or are they strengthening you? And I think you're sort of saying, you're not committing, or you're cutting ties with old commitments. It could be an old relationship. Clarify this. But you're definitely getting very no bullshit kind of Queen of Swords energy when it comes to your life, your path. That's you. The Hierophant is Taurus. Speaking your truth, you know, speaking your mind, cutting out what's no longer serving you. Tell me about that Hierophant for Taurus. Yeah, Queen of Wands. I think some of you, this is, again, she means business here, he or she. But I think this can also be this could be old other people, old flings, old energies, people that maybe would tempt you or would entice you or would sort of reel you in a little bit. I think you're turning your back on that, because this Queen of Swords is facing the opposite direction of this other one here. Some of you, I'm going to say this here because I just feel some of you may still have a little bit of a struggle forgiving a situation or a person, because I just feel like you've got that Ten of Swords. There's this little bit of energy from that Queen of Swords that's like, you're still ruffled by that scenario or person. There could be a little bit of still trying to release or forgive. Can I clarify this energy overall? Clarify this. Could be a person, you know, like this Queen of Wands. What is this? But I think that the Page of Pentacles, I do think that the Queen of Wands is also that energy of having that confidence within yourself, Taurus, and really committing to yourself, you know, like doing the things, or having that confidence to stick to you, like stick to your values, stick to your morals, stick to what's best for you. Yeah, I think that if there is a bit of a forgiveness thing here, you're not making the first move. Let me put it that way. Page of Pentacles is saying, you know what, if they want to show up with an offer, or they want to show up with an apology or something that's going to change the outcome, maybe. But I feel like you're not expecting it, and you're not expecting much. And I think that's part of one of your things, Taurus, with this person showing up with a Page of Pentacles. You know, you're kind of like, I'm not expecting that person to show up with much value for you to make massive change. It is maybe an offer, it is maybe a proposition, it is maybe a conversation, apology, whatever that may be. Clarify that. I want to split the deck. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, so if they show up into a King of Pentacles, there could be something financial here attached to that, or work related. This could have been, you know, something in the workplace. But yeah, if they don't show up with a serious offer, a serious level of effort or commitment, you're kind of like, you're not making the effort per se, you're not making the approach. I think if anything, you're just cutting things off. There's just a bit of grudgy energy there. But at the same time, in saying that, Taurus, I think that a lot of you, it's only really when you think the swords, when you think about this person, when you continue down your path here and moving into what you're doing, where you're growing, you're kind of like, it's gonna kind of flow through you, I think. I don't think you're gonna be, it's not gonna stick to your energy or this person or situation, because the Fool card is saying, I don't even care anymore. I'm doing so much better, Emperor. I've learned from that Devil, Ten of Swords energy. You're sort of being like whatever type of thing, you know? I think there's this thing of like, it's not even making a conscious decision to forgive per se. It's more like, oh yeah, whatever. Like it was a mishap. It was a happening. I think it releases itself because you grow and you kind of see yourself in a much better place. And when you come into that place of having a lot of abundance, having your confidence in check, life is going amazing. It's like, who cares what the past did or who or what? But when we're not doing so great, that's where the grudge or that, you know, chip on our shoulder could be like, that person did this, whatever. But I feel like you're heading in a whole new path here, Taurus, and it's going to be like, oh yeah, you know, so be it. They're lost. That's what I feel like you're going to be saying. Not for you to, yeah, you're not going to hang on to that. Again, Ten of Swords, you're done. It's realizing that it was an experience that created pain for you. Some of you may have had somebody who, you know, the other woman there, Queen of Wands, or other man with the Hierophant, somebody who had interrupted commitment. Okay, there could have been some infidelity or something there that somebody, and that's why I think when you move on or you meet that, you know, soulmate energy or that person who's really a good match for you, you're going to be like, now I can see that I can let that past situation go because look what you have in front of you. But until that sort of shows up, or you feel that you sort of live that into your existence, maybe it's just saying, hey, in the meantime, if you can practice a bit of forgiveness, feel free to. Okay, free choice, free will. Okay, I'm going to close the reading off here. Is there anything else for Taurus? The Tower. Yeah, you're definitely starting from the ground up here again. You're letting things, what is this Tower for closing? Why? I think it's just that whole Fool Emperor. You're building back a much stronger future for yourself, a life. You're not going to, the Tower is meant to fall, guys. The Moon. Yeah, the Tower here is meant to fall. I feel like with the Moon here, intuitively or emotionally, you're sort of saying, I don't need to keep patching something up or keep something held together or fix other people or fix other, you know. I need to clarify though that Moon for a sec. Could be an ending with a Pisces too. I think your intuition knows that something, Two of Cups. Yeah, some of you, it's really interesting. Your closing reading here is saying, you know, there might have been some secrets. There's an ending to a past relationship for you, Taurus. There's an ending to this connection, Two of Cups. And you're sort of like, some things remain a mystery at times, or some things remain like, what happened to that? And I picked that up over here, where it's like, some connections are meant to fall because, emotionally speaking, I don't know that you were truly connecting on a very deep level with the Moon card. I feel like there's a lot of subconscious things there that you were maybe just going through the motions, or you're like, oh, we'll keep this going until this thing rots and falls over like the Tower does. And I feel like some of you are saying, and this is where you're going to realize when it's least expected, you know, things happen in the least expected way for you, Taurus, at this time, in both negative or bad and good and positive. It's like an ending is like, that was coming, or, you know, at least expected, or secrets were revealed, or, you know, this mix up with this other, the Queen of Wands and the higher someone else getting interfering with your situation. But again, it's like least expected in the positive, because I did not expect that Empress to pop out. I didn't know that there was going to be some of your advice saying, hey, you might want to prepare, or you know, a little FYI that there could be a beautiful partnership lining up for you, Taurus, to, you know, continue building yourself, continue building your career, your growth, your self-worth, your abundance, your healing. Continue down that path, because you're being more prepared on how to handle the difficult conflicts in life, or the challenges that may come. And I feel like a lot of you are also coming from a bit more of a healing, gentle, patient place, more nurturing, more loving. And it's like you're learning around things around cooperation, things around like partnerships. And that's the thing, like right now, it's like the partnership with yourself, you know, your higher self, your commitments to self, and you're sort of focusing on that. You're not letting others take away the commitment of your routine, of what you need for yourself, getting in the way of what you really want to be doing. And it's like, until you connect with someone. So it's interesting, because there is an ending here to a relationship that you had. You may have also discovered a hidden addiction in this individual with the Moon card and the Devil. Okay, so because the Moon is like, and the Tower reveals truths. So you could have, you know, there's like a final straw here to the pain, and it's like, let it go, let it fall, let it crumble. Again, there's a deeper emotional, intuitive connection that you're going to now recognize when it shows up. Because I wonder if some of you saw that Tower coming, but you didn't listen to your intuition, the Moon. You didn't listen to like something deep that was hidden, or something said, or something shown, or something revealed, and you're like, oof, that little thing is a grounds for toxicity, pain, endings, you know, infidelity, potentially, whatever that is. Okay. The Magician. Bottom of the deck for you. The Justice. Okay. So you're getting back into this place. You're determined to make things healed for you, Taurus, bringing things back into balance and saying, like, I'm going to come from a place of balance, not too heavy, not too light, you know, what's that nursery rhyme? Anyways, it's like not too much, not too little, you know, just the right amount of balance for you. Moderation is important for you, because some of you might go into things very intensely with that Emperor and the Devil. You might, you know, the Fool, the Emperor, the Devil, it's like, oof, double Aries, you know, like head first. So I think there's a thing here around moderation, curating your life with healing, with balance, with peace, with, you know, serenity. The World. let the cycles go and do their thing. Some of you might be doing a bit of traveling with that World card. Okay, so you could be connecting with an Aries, a Capricorn, a Pisces. You've got some Gemini there too. Let's take 25 minutes. Holy cow. Let's take a look at the wisdom of the Tao message for you. Thunder and awakening. The spring thunder awakens the land. Auspicious energy from the east brings vigorous growth to all that you have planted in life. Cast off the energy that no longer serves you and create new strategies. Finalize your ideas and get moving. There is no time to waste. Okay, this is totally lining up here, guys. That when I said the ruffles of the ruffling feathers here, Queen of Swords, that's that thunder. That's that awakening moment here for you. But it's the vigorous growth to all that you've planted in life. That's that Emperor and the Empress. And casting off the energy that no longer serves you. New strategies, that's very much magician energy. Strategizing how you're going to handle, how you're going to approach, how you're going to deal with life, how you're dealing with your path. So this time frame for you, Taurus, feels very transformative, very life-changing, very intentional. It feels like you're really taking the bull by the horns, and that bull is you. You're taking your life by the horns and saying, okay, time to fully commit to Taurus, and still being very open though, and like, should another partnership come in, you're gonna know, because this time around, you know more intuitively that there's a deep meaning or a deep connection here. Okay, so you build a stronger foundation so that the tower doesn't fall next time around, Emperor, Empress. Strong, committed people. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. It's been a pleasure reading for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.